Hey there everybody, this is Lindsey from Club Pilates in Westmont, Elmhurst, and Oak Park, coming to you live from my kitchen. So I wanted to put together a 15 to 20 minute workout with things that you can use in your home. I know we're all kind of inside right now and worried about our own private practice, so we're thinking, how can we keep up? Well, I put together a little bit of a flow, and maybe if you're thinking, you want something longer, do it once, do it twice, do it 3 times, and see how it feels for you. This is definitely going to be a little bit slower pace today, so that you can focus in on the moves. But also, like I said, if you want to do it more than once, you're more than welcome to, of course. I wanted to do something a little bit shorter as well. We're all kind of stuck at home with our e-learning, and kids are going stir crazy. So this is just kind of something you can do on your own when you have 15-20 minutes of free time. Today I'm using just my mat and a bar stool. You could use your kitchen counter, something that you want to hold on to, just like a makeshift ballet bar like we have in the club. I do have on my grip socks simply because these wooden floors can get a little bit slippery. So if you're a barefoot person, now is the time to ditch your toe socks, your grip socks, but I have mine on just for that. I'll put together this flow and you can let me know what you think. Anywho, so we're going to come up to our ballet bar, our makeshift ballet bar, but that's going to be my orange bar stool here. I'm going to hold on, I'm going to go about hip width distance. Hip width distance with my heels underneath my hips, toes facing that direction, and I'm going to lift up to my tiptoes and then drop it down. Lifting up to my tiptoes and dropping down, using that exhale to press up and inhale to lower. Just getting a little quick footwork here, just warming up again, because Joseph Pilates started all of his workouts with footwork, and that's exactly what we're going to do too. Wonderful. Coming up and down. Now a few times you're just going to come down to the heels and pull your toes back and lower down. Pull your toes back and lower down. Wonderful. Making sure here that you're not poking your bottom out. No thanks. You just want to flex those toes back, lifting, and you'll feel the front of the legs starting to turn on. Wonderful. Go ahead and bring your feet into Pilates V. That's heels together, toes apart. And just like we would in any type of Pilates V, we want to squeeze the backside and the inner thighs together, keeping your heels glued together. And again, a light grip on your makeshift ballet bar. You're going to lift up onto those tiptoes and lower down. Yep, lifting, and lowering. Lifting and lowering. Squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the glutes, and pull your pelvic floor up and in. Pull the belly in, pulling your belly button away from your waistband as you come up, using that exhale, and lower down. Exhale, and lower down. Your shoulders are down your back. Let's do 2. Lift up to those tiptoes and hold. Keep the heels together, so if you have to reposition like I do, please do, and you're feeling those glutes turn on as you keep the heels together. Little miniature squat, press up and squeeze. Lower down, press up and squeeze. Yep, lower down, press up, squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the glutes. Let's do 2. And let's lower down on that last one, and just little bitty mini pulses here. You're definitely feeling some heat building in the ankles, feeling some heat build in the toes, the calves, thighs and glutes, and you're thinking, man, I should have stayed home today. Well, it's too late. You're already home and you're already in it. Let's keep going. Let's do 2 and 1. Press all the way up and come down. Separate your heels. Go into a wide turnout position. Knees tracking in line with toes. Keep the heels, keep your heels underneath you as you lift up to your tiptoes and lower. Yep, lifting up to the tiptoes and lowering. Some of us might like to go into prayer or hands on hips here. But watch that you're not thrusting your pelvis forward or back as you just lift up straight from the tiptoes and lowering down. Super simple here, but definitely building a lot of heat. Lifting up and holding here, and you're going to bend your knees in line with those toes. Press up through all 10 toes and return. Bending and pressing. And even though our thighs aren't together, you're going to press those inner thighs, squeeze the glutes. Squeeze. Yep, engaging that pelvic floor. Engaging those glutes. Let's do 2. And we lower on that next one and move little pulses here. Those small little pulses are where things are really going to start to spice up. Yep. Let's do 3, 2, hold. hold it low, drop your heels down, lift up to your tiptoes. Drift up, lower down those heels, lift up to the tiptoes, yep. Ankle articulation here, let's do 2. Lower and hold. Now watch here, I started to kind of scoot forward. You want to keep your shoulders in line with those hips. I'm getting a little bit of a shake. Here comes 3, 2, and stand it up. A little bit of marching here feels good. Wonderful. We're going to go into just kind of a standing prance. So lifting one heel, so as you can see it here, I lift one heel, bend one knee, and then switching. Yep. Yep. The best part of that Pilates run is that we're normally laying down on our reformer, but not today. I don't know what time you're watching here, but it just started raining. I was outside earlier, and it was nice. Got in a nice hike with my mother-in-law. Really good. But now it's raining, so if we're indoors, we can at least get some stuff done here. And you can add a little bit of speed, bending one knee, send the opposite heel down, but watch your hips. You're starting to do like a little hula move. No thanks, slow it down. Let's do 2. Yep, and 1. Come on down, awesome. Our ankles are definitely nice and warm. I have my paper here with my notes. I have my fish, Mo Howard, here to get him in on the action. Lord knows he's a lazy bag of bones anyway. So I'm going to reach up towards the ceiling and tuck my chin to chest and start to roll it down. As I roll down, my hands connect to that mat and my knees come down. If you've been in class with me before, you know what's coming. It's plank prep. So you want your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Some of us might like our forearms here, and that's fine with me. Going ahead, pull your belly in and lift your knees to hover an inch. Bringing your breath down from that prancing. The lower your knees are, the harder it is. You want to keep your eyes lifted. Don't let your head just drop down. You also don't want to pop your butt out. You want to have a little tuck of that pelvis. Here's 10 more seconds. And we're breathing. 2 and 1. Lower down. Only doing one of those today because I'm at home and I write the workout. So if I want to do one, I do one, and that's about it. Awesome. Getting yourself set up. I'm just going to turn around so I don't kick a chair. But then I can kick Mo Howard. That's fine. Get yourself set up. Reach one leg back and the other leg back. Then let's hit that plank. Shoulders, hips, ankles all in one long line. And again, your eyes are lifted so that your neck is nice and long. Never, never, never drop your head down. Never start to look up. No thanks. Now this might be your most challenging plank, and that's fine with me. In the next one, I'll give you a few more options. Let's hold it here for 10 more seconds. Engaging from the lats, obliques, and low belly abdominals. Here's 2 and 1. Take a second. Now you might find that being down on your forearms is a little bit more your speed, and that's fine with me. You're at home. Use your mat how you need it. Use your plank how you need it. Getting yourself set up, I'll give you a few options to elevate that plank, and if you want to take those, awesome. Again, I'm not there, so do as you please. Getting yourself set up, reach one leg back and the other leg back, and let's hit that plank. This might be home base for you. Forearms down, knees down, that's fine. Body saw, pointing my toe, flexing my heel. See how I hinge forward and back. I don't pike my hips up and back. No, it's my whole body shifts forward and back. Another option is shoulder taps. So my opposite hand taps my opposite shoulder, bring it down. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder, alternating side to side. Option number 2. Hold it there. Is 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Coming down, we're going to lay all the way down on our back sides here. And just like we do with bridging at the club, you definitely don't want anything underneath your head. Again, I just don't want to kick anything because I have a lovely blister on my heel. So again, laying all the way down. I have nothing under my head but my bun, and I'll move that kind of out of the way. Wonderful. We're going to start with that bridge. So my heels are down, hip width distance. Palms are pressing down into the mat. With being on the floor, without the moving carriage, we should be able to have our hamstrings work nice and hard, but not nearly as hard as we might experience on the reformer. So that's kind of nice to get in tune with that spinal roll. Excellent. Tucking your pelvis, you want to flatten your back. See how I flatten and then start to roll up. Rolling up and rolling down. I'll give you a few different options for bridging here. Being mindful, of course, if that articulation isn't good for you in the club on the reformer, and you do those hinge bridges where you thrust up in one unit and down in one unit, that's fine with me too. Wonderful. Coming up and down, I prefer that articulation. I have a little bit of a tight low back right now, so that massage feels good. Let's do 2. And 1. Coming all the way up and holding. Here are a few little pulses. As you pulse, squeeze your butt, squeeze your backside. Ribs are knitted together. Let's do 2. Hold it up here. And I want you to think, where's the middle of my back? I want to massage down to there and go right back up. Massage down to the middle and right back up. Let's do 2. And 1. All the way up, come all the way down. Coming all the way down. I want you to massage up to the middle and right back down. Up to the middle and right back down. Yep, let's do 2. And 1. Coming up to halfway and right back down. Excellent. Now, for some of us, we like to do a little bit of single leg, and if you've been taking like the flow ones, we don't really do single leg bridging. It's a little too much on the hamstrings. But when you're at home here, without, again, that moving carriage, without that, it's a little less on the hamstrings. So you might like to try it now that we have plenty of time to try new things. So I'm going to have my right foot down, and I'm going to bring my left leg in tabletop. I'm going to tuck my pelvis and start to roll up and down. Yep, let's do 3. And 2. Yep, and 1. Coming all the way up, I extend my left leg up towards the ceiling. I'm going to lift and lower. You can take your hands to your hips briefly, and as you're lifting and lowering, don't let that other hip drop down. All the way up and hold, and I'm going to pulse, poking the ceiling. And that's where the hamstring is saying, hey, I thought we had 2 weeks off. Not today, buddy. Hold it here, bring that foot down, and massage all the way down. You can see how that's different, right? Awesome. Bringing that leg in tabletop, let's tuck and roll up and down. Yep, again, up and down. That hinge bridge is completely appropriate here as well. Come all the way up and hold. Extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Let's lower and lift. Lower and lift. 2. And 1. Come all the way up and hold. Poke the ceiling, pulsing the hips up an inch and down an inch. Yep, up an inch. Down, hold. Bring the foot down and massage it down. Wonderful. Wrapping up the series for bridging. Bring your knees into your chest. Oh, it feels good to kind of release those hamstrings and the back. Excellent. Let's lift our legs into tabletop. Take a few deep breaths here just to kind of bring your breath down. Hands come behind the head. Starting with the ab series of 5, we're going to curl our head, neck, and shoulders up and lower down. Warming up those abdominals. Exhale and inhale to lower. Exhale. Inhale to lower. I'm thinking about sending my belly down, keeping my shoulders wide. I'm rounding in the spine, not closing up in the shoulders. No thanks. Let's do 2. Curl up and hold. 5 of each thing. We're going to extend our legs out. We lift and lower. We lift and lower. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop and lift. Here's 2. And 1. Hold those legs halfway. Bend one knee into the chest. Grab onto that shin. Grabbing on nice and tight. Tuck up tight. Exhale and switch. And switch. Yep. Switch. And switch. Scooping the belly. Switch. And switch. 2 more. Switch. And switch. Last 1. And 1. Bring both knees in. Curl into that tight, tight, tight little ball. Of course, if you need a second, take it. Awesome. Go ahead and extend both legs out. Extend your arms back behind you. Sweep those arms and tuck up tight. Reach. Sweep and tuck. Reach. Sweep and tuck. Reach. Sweep and tuck. Last 1. Hold. Hands behind the head. Opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Opposite shoulder. Opposite knee. Here's crisscross. 2 more. Last 1. And come on down. Feels good to be done with that for sure. Let's see what we've got next on the menu. So going into legs here, it's a good thing that we turned on those abdominals because the leg series on the mat is more abdominals than you would actually think. So I'm going to keep my right leg bent and I'm going to extend my left leg up towards the ceiling. I'm thinking about pointing my toe and flexing my heel just to wake up that calf. Hey, we're getting back to work. Shoulders down, belly in. I'm going to lower down, flexing my heel, and then exhale, pull it back up, pointing my toe. Inhale to lower, exhale, and lift. Let's do 3, and 2, and 1. All the way up and hold, lower down halfway, bend that knee in and press. And as you press, lengthen through the femur bone. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Bringing that leg back over the hip. Point your toe and lengthen through the femur bone, lengthen through the calf. And as you point your toe, by lengthening, I mean turn that calf on and lift that quad away from the kneecap. Yep, lower down, out and around, back to the top. Take your hands to your hips, feel what's going on. My circle is nowhere near as big as I would have if I had the straps on my feet, because I have to rely on those low belly abdominals to pull that leg back up, stopping over the hip. Let's go the other way. Lower down and come up through center. Out and around, back up through center. Let's do 2. It's like drawing a capital D. Last one. And bring it back down. Wonderful. Going to switch to the other side now. It's going to be 5 of each thing. So lower and lift, bend and press, and the circles. Excellent. Hopefully you could see my little finger. Awesome. Go on ahead and extend that right leg up towards the ceiling here. And you're going to point and flex just to wake up that calf. And then hold that point. Again, quad, calf, lengthen, lower, and lift. Flex on the way down and point on the way up. Let's do 2 more after this one. Yep. Last one. All the way up, lowering half down here. We're going to bend it and press it out. Now, I'm not bending in so much that I feel that hip start to lift. No, thanks. Bending in, keeping that spine neutral. Let's do 2. Yep. Last one. Press all the way out, bringing it over the hip. Drawing those circles, keep it small, not only for your abdominals, but also for your picture wall, so you don't kick your family right off the wall. Point down, circle out and around, back to the top. Down, circle out and around, back to the top. Out and around, back to the top. Yep. Last one, stopping over the hip, and then we reverse out and around, and up through center. Out and around, up through center. Yep. Last one, and come on down. Knees can come into the chest if you need any kind of low back here. Just kind of shimmy shake those legs. Wonderful. I believe next is our side planking. Side planking, 100, lucky me. Awesome, go right back down there, Lindsey. Awesome. So with your 100 here, sometimes we can dictate our legs depending on where we want to challenge ourselves at. So we can stay with our legs down on the floor. We can bring our legs up into tabletop, or we can extend them out nice and long. Those longer levers make it harder on the core. I'm going to keep my legs at tabletop for today. Bringing my hands up over my chest, I'm going to curl up. And notice my position. My hands are down by my pockets with my arms reaching long. I have that chest curl, my belly is sinking down, my inner thighs are squeezing together. And I'm going to start pulsing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Number 5. And 6. And 7. Laundry's done. 2 more. Last 10. And hold. Can you curl up a little higher? Maybe even extend your legs out long. Here's 3, 2, and lower down. And it must be my birthday because side planks are next. So coming onto your side, and I think we know our options here, but we'll just go over them really quick and you can kind of pick your poison. So with this one, I like my forearm down. It helps me to engage my lat muscles, those armpit muscles. I'm going to plug my shoulder down the back. Now that bottom leg can tuck up like a little kickstand and hold me, or it can extend out with my legs stacked or staggered, depending on what you want to do here. After all, you are the Joseph Pilates of your own bodies. So I like both legs stacked, extend them out nice and long. From those obliques, I'm gonna push into my hips and lift. That top hand can be a kickstand, or it can lift up. Now, of course, you might be thinking, this is challenge enough. But we might have some people that are saying, you know what, I want a little more, and that's fine. Here's thread the needle. Take your top hand, thread it under the ribs, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and come back. Let's do 5 of those. Here's number 2. And 3, and 4, and 5. Hold that plank here for 10 seconds. Super, super strong. 2, and 1. Lower, down, lowering down. Go ahead and switch to that other side. Switching to that other side here. Again, forearm down with my fingers pointing the direction I'm facing. Plug your shoulders down the back. Pick your leg. Kickstand, stacked, balance beam. Get yourself set up and press the hips away up towards the ceiling. Engaging those obliques. I lift my arm up towards the ceiling. Yeah, and we're breathing. Yep. Thread the needle is an option here. Again, 1, 2, yep, 3, 4, holding, coming up on that last one, and here's that 10-second hold, actively lifting my hips away. My obliques are working really hard. 2, and 1, lower, down, lowering down. Oh, very, very nice. Push-ups. So push-ups, we definitely have some options here. Number 1 would be just to fast forward until push-ups are over. Number 2 would be to bring your knees down. So let's go ahead and go through our push-up options. So with my hands down, my knees down, I'm going to shift my weight forward so that I'm in a kneeling plank. Shoulders, hips, knees all in one long line. Bend the elbows wide. Exhale to press up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Yep, inhale. Exhale, press up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Last one. Awesome. You can definitely do long legs there if you want, but meh. Go on ahead and take your hands again, but keeping your elbows bent back behind you. Same thing, but your elbows go back behind you. This is a tricep push-up or a Pilates push-up. Bend the elbows, press away. Elbows bend back behind, press away. 3 more. Yep, 2. And last one, all the way up here. Where are we? Number 9. Excellent. My favorite, extension. So with extension, we're just creating that little smirky smile that's reversing our spine. So laying all the way down on your belly here. Whew, gotta catch your breath from those push-ups. Stack your hands one on top of the other, glue your forehead to your hands. You guys know the drill with this. Reach your toes. And as you're reaching your toes, watch my legs. They're going to start to lift. What's happening there? I've hit the inflate button on my quads, so my quads are engaging and lifting. I'm squeezing my backside, and I'm actively pulling my abdominals away from the mat as best I can. Glue my forehead to my hands and lift my head, neck, shoulders, chest. So here is what it looks like. Glue my forehead, lifting, and lowering. Lifting, and lowering. Yep. Reaching through those toes. You see how my legs start to lift and lower too? Shoulders are down the back. Belly's pulled in. Let's do 2 more. And lower, down. Wonderful. Going into Swan extension, plug your shoulders down the back and your hands come underneath your armpits. Now again, my legs are still reaching. Now those quads are still inflated. Squeezing my butt here. I'm going to keep my eyes on my mat. Shoulders are down. Gently pressing into my palms. I'm lifting up. Watch here that I'm not looking up towards the ceiling. No thanks. I'm looking kind of short and forward of myself. My shoulders are down and my lats are engaged. Lowering down. Yep. Let's do a few more here. Exhale. And inhale. If your shoulders are in your ears, you're going too far. So you don't want to be a little turtle swan. No thanks. No one wants that. Plug the shoulders down. And lower. Yep. Let's do 2. Yep. And here's your last one. And lower, down, lowering down. What's next? What's next? Ah, very, very nice. So I'm going to actually turn to face you. I would totally turn to face Mo, but I would kick him and he would be really mad. Awesome. So again, we're sitting up super, super tall. Legs are out in front of us. If you're facing your mat, Just have your heels as wide as your mat. I have them just a little bit like a V for victory here, out open. Scoot away from that chair. Yep, perfect. Arms are out to a T. Shoulders are down my back, belly's pulled in, and I'm going to do a big inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left, spiraling up, up, up. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, spiral to the right. Yep, inhale, come through center. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Excellent. Bring your hands out in front of you, palms facing each other. You're going to tuck your chin to chest and push through the legs for spine stretch. Restack, rebuild, shoulders down the back. Tuck your chin to chest and push through, lengthening the spine. Restack, rebuild. One more time. Yeah, chin to chest. Roll it through. Excellent. Let's go ahead and we're going to go into a little bit of a lateral bend here. We're going to do mermaid on the mat. So it's just a little bit different from when we have that reformer and we press out and laterally bend. We're actually going to go towards our legs. So I'm in that Z sit. It's that one leg is half crisscross applesauce and the other leg comes behind us. That crisscross applesauce is totally appropriate, legs long, totally appropriate. Arms out to a T, and I'm going to laterally bend towards my shin and take that bottom arm and feed it through. Come back. 2 more. Here we go. Up and over. Yep. 1 more time. And come back. Now you're going to laterally bend opposite way. Just feels kind of nice. Yeah, balance yourself out. Let's do a little swivel here. Swiveling those legs, and again, it's that leg is bent in, and my one is behind me. If that doesn't feel comfortable, crisscross applesauce, legs out in front, you have options. Arms out to a T. Laterally bend, feed that arm through, and come back. Yeah, 2 more. Yep. Belly's pulled in. Last one. Up and over. And return, counterbalance stretch. Feels good. Yep, coming back here. What do we got? What do we got? Oh man, yep, good stuff. Awesome. Let's go ahead and lay all the way back down on our mat. And as you lay all the way back down, you're going to roll it down, and I think you know what's coming now. We're going to work on those abdominals even more. So we're going to go into that roll up. Now you might want to pause the video and move yourself to your couch where your feet can go right underneath it, not where you lay down. Your feet go right underneath it to give yourself a little bit of counterweight to help you pull up, or finding something that you can wedge your toes underneath. Awesome. So getting yourself set up, you might like your feet flat on the floor. We will move to legs long, but that's going to be a more challenging position. Hands out in front of you. I like my palms facing away, tuck my chin to chest, and use my exhale to roll up. Exhaling, I massage up 1 vertebra at a time. Sit up super tall as you can, and then again, tuck your pelvis, roll it down. Wonderful. Let's do 2 more like that. Yep. And rolling back down. 1 more time. And roll it back down. Awesome. Go ahead and extend both legs, and it's going to be 3 just like that. Tucking your chin to chest, you're going to push through, sitting up tall, and reach for your toes. Exhale, curling up. Use that exhale. And again, round forward, push through. Restack, rebuild, roll it back down. Tuck your chin to chest, exhale, push through, and roll it back down. 1 more. Tuck your chin to chest, and push through. Wonderful. On these next ones here, we're going to go into a little bit of teaser prep. So I'm going to keep my legs out nice and long, and I'm going to use my left leg to lift up into a half bent leg teaser. And you're thinking, what in the world is she saying? Well, I'll just show you. Hands out in front of you, tuck your chin to chest, and see your toe, lift that left knee into that bent leg teaser, and roll it back down. If that's not for you, you can go back to any of the roll up, roll down options. And last one. Feeling those obliques turning on. And we have 3 on the other side. Bring it up, and lower down. 2 more, bring it up. And lower down. Last one, bring it up. And lower down. Now you know what's coming here, so you can start, and that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to start with a bent leg teaser, then I'm going to do full legs, and then I'm going to have a hold. So that's 3 total. Hands out in front of me, shoulders down the back, use an inhale. And as I exhale, tuck my chin to chest, see my toes, drift both legs into tabletop. Wonderful, and lower down. Heels and head hit at the same time. to perfect the move. Chin to chest, lifting up straight leg. Wonderful, and rolling down. Yep, chin to chest, rolling up, and we hold. Holding here, breathing. 3, 2, 1. Roll it forward. Roll it forward. Take that stretch. Excellent. Let's flip into an all-fours position. Cat back, cow belly, downward dog. We only have 2 things left, and they're kind of meats and potatoes-y. So, excellent. Tuck your toes underneath. Pop your hips up. Walk your hands towards your feet. Wonderful. And this is where our grip socks kind of come in handy. We don't want to be sliding around or anything like that. Coming up to our makeshift ballet bar here. Hands are on it. And you don't have a death grip. No white knuckles, please. Just a nice light grip. I like a little bit of a wide turnout for this. We're just going to do some squats. So we squat down, press up, and squeeze. Squat down, press up, and squeeze. Let's do 3. Yep, and 2. Yep. Last one, and then we lower down and hold. I'm not leaning forward. I'm trying to sit my weight back in my heels as I go into little pulses. Belly's pulled in, shoulders on the back, light grip here. 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Shimmy shake if you need to. We'll do reverse lunges with a straight leg. So again, light grip. I'm going to reverse lunge. My leg is long, not down. Keep it long, press through the heel, return, alternate side to side. Yep. That's 2. Here's set 3. Stay down, chair. Whoop, balance. Slow it down if you need to. And here's your last set. So 5 on. I'm going to lower back and hold. I'm going to give myself 5 little pulses. Pulse, pulse, 3, 2, 1, coming in, last one, all the way back, and we pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back up, back to that wide stance. Last set before we roll up and out. Awesome. Wide stance, 5 squats here. 1, squeeze. And 2, and 3, 4, 5. On this last pulse is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Wonderful. Facing whatever direction you feel comfortable with. Awesome. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling, tuck our chin to chest, and start to roll it down. As we roll down, let our head go heavy, and I like my feet nice and wide. You're going to nod yes, and shake no. One more time, yes. One more time, no. Head just stays heavy. Circle your arms. Feels good to take a few minutes out of your day right now for yourself. And I know that we're not at the studio. Reverse your circles, go the other way. But quiet your arms, tuck your pelvis. Let's roll it up. Rolling up, bring your hands up over your head. Palms facing out. Something's telling me I went definitely over 15 or 20 minutes, but that's okay. I'm going to try and put together another workout tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. If you can, it's kind of silly, but bring 2 rolls of toilet paper with you for this one. It's just a silly crack at what's going on, but we are actually going to use it. It actually does mean something. So please, please, please remember 2 rolls of toilet paper, or just rinse and repeat with this one. If you liked it, let us know. Comment in the bottom. And if you want to see anything, just let us know too. Awesome. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy. Bye.